Hey guys, it's Fee, and it's box time. It's yarn box time, to be more particular. Alright, so this is one of my monthly mailings. This is my second yarn box. The first one was awesome, so I can't wait to see what's in this box. But before I open it, I realized last time I forgot to show you guys what they put all over the box. And I realized that after I recorded last month's yarn box vlog, so I definitely want to show you. So here's the yarn box. This month they've got like a little design going on there. I don't think that was there last time. But what was there last time is on the side of the box. Yarn inside may cause extreme happiness. Now, if you're a crocheter or a knitter, you're going to find that funny. Otherwise, you're just going to go, okay. But yeah, that's funny to people who love yarn. And the other thing is, on the side where the label is, I'm going to cover up the label. And they put an arrow, and this person's day is about to get a lot better. I just think that's hysterical. I do. And I had to share it, so there you go. All right, so grab my scissors, and let's see what's in here. It is a smaller box compared to last time, so I have to assume that means smaller yarn, maybe tiny yarn. When I did sign up for this, I told them that I was fine with tiny yarn, big yarn, medium yarn, whatever they could throw at me. So we have the yarn and we have the cards. So before I open up the yarn, I'm making a mess on my lap. I'm going to look at the cards. All right, so we have, normally they give you 2 patterns that you can go and download at yarnbox.com, or actually they go right into your pattern library, your member pattern library. And the first one is a hat and glove set, or actually that's more like a wrister set. That looks like the knit pattern to me. That is really cute. You know, some of these patterns might yet make me learn how to knit because I only know how to crochet. And on the other side, we have the crochet pattern. It looks like a scarf. At first glance, it looks like a basic scarf, but if you look at those little edgings along the long ends, that's kind of cool. All right, so there's the patterns. What else do we have in here? They have a yarn box 15% off code, which is kind of awesome because there is something in their store I've been eyeing. And their card says, a notable November, this month's box is packed as full as it goes with something extra special from Stitch Seekers. That is the company that they're getting the yarn from this month. A brand new yarn line, Stitch Seekers Outlaw, is pleased to launch their first yarn in your November yarn box. Now that is cool. That's cool. We get brand new yarn. You will be some of the first folks in the world with your hands on Bohemia Sport. So I guess that is the yarn type. All the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. This yarn is a decadent blend of 45% Polworth wool, 45% alpaca, and 10% possum. I have never seen that before. But don't get this fuzzy fiber mixed up with your North American backyard variety. It's exactly what I was thinking. New Zealand's possums are as soft as chinchillas and produce some of the warmest fiber in the world. Each box features 5 balls of yarn for fantastic yardage. Okay, 5 balls of yarn in this little box, so it's got to be tiny yarn. And I find that really interesting. I got to learn something new from this card because I was thinking American possum. Absolutely. All right, so and then they go on to explain the 2 patterns and blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of cool. I like that they include this and tell you something about the yarn that you may not have known. And on the bottom, oh, not a good card. They're saying there's a subscription price change. All Yarn Box Classic subscriptions will cost 95 cents more per month starting December 1st. Starting January 1st, we will upgrade and only include custom designed patterns. Now that's pretty cool. So I don't know, that's kind of worth the 95 cents to me. So that's actually not too bad. 95 cents is not going to bother me. All right, so let's see what this yarn is. And you remember what I got last month, guys? It was green. You guys all know my favorite color is green, right? Look what I got again. I got green. Of course, this is straight green. The one from last month was, it almost looked like it color changed. So check this out. There is Outlaw Yarn. There's their website. And this is very soft. If you're familiar with alpaca yarn, alpaca is really soft. This is even softer, and it must be because of the possum in it. New Zealand possum. New Zealand possum. All right, so we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and we have 5. All in this little bitty box. So they definitely Tetrasified this box, as I would call it. So that's pretty awesome. Right now, each one of these looks like they are 183 yards times 5. That's a good deal. That is a good deal. I'm liking Yarn Box once again. We got really good yardage in the last month's box too, and I'm trying to remember what I paid for this one. I know it's a little bit more expensive than all the rest. I think it might be $35. I'll correct myself down here if I'm wrong. But the yarn is awesome. You can't buy it in the store. You tend to get new stuff from places clear across the world for me. I cannot go to my local Joanna Fabrics and get this. So I'm good with that. I am absolutely good with that. 5 balls of yarn and 2 awesome patterns. So that's it. That's what's in my yarn box. Before I let you guys go, I had a couple people mention last month that if I use last month's yarn, I should show you guys what I made with it. All right, so here's the deal. I didn't use last month's yarn yet. I fully intend on making a infinity scarf with it just because of the gauge of the yarn, and it's just so soft. That's just the first thing it screams to me. But I didn't get to that yet because I got sidetracked with a couple other things. And I believe in last month's comments, you said, hey, you should just show us what you make. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I made. Last month, between this yarn box and last yarn box, I got stuck on dishcloths. I don't know why. I wanted to make a handful of dishcloths. And, don't underestimate dishcloths because the yarn is small, the hooks are small, and the patterns that I use are really tight together so that it kind of create a texture, which would be, good for dishcloths. So the first one I made, I think I showed this in a different vlog. It wasn't a yarn box vlog. I don't remember which one it was, but that's the first one that I made. Okay. There's the stitch. This is called a starburst stitch. And I used 100% cotton yarn and all this stuff. All right, so that was the first one I made. Then I said I wanted to make a Christmas one, so I made a Christmas one. This one is bigger. Okay. Again, cotton yarn. That's a wave pattern that I just added this little border on because I felt it needed it, but I absolutely love this yarn. I use 2 different kinds of yarn. There's a variegated and the solid that I keep switching from line to line. And it is flat. The reason why it looks like that is because I've had it folded. It's like I need to iron my dishcloths, which is not going to happen. All right, and then the third one I made, the last one, is just a basic yellow and brown. And there's the stitch on that one. I don't even know what you want to call that. This was just what the pattern called for. And you can see a little bit of it on the border, and then there's just a single stitch going all the way around. And on the sides, there's a double and a single. And pretty much the reason why this stitch goes into the border on the top and the bottom but not the sides is because I ran out of yellow yarn. I ran out of this color. I thought one would be enough for a dishcloth, and I was wrong. And I didn't want to go out and get more. And I didn't want to pull it out, and I didn't want it to look super rectangular, so I actually went back in the chain on the bottom to go this way, which I do not recommend. It's a pain in the butt. So I did these 3 dishcloths, and I actually am 80% done with a baby blanket, but I can't show it to you guys because I'm fairly positive that the person that it's for could be watching this. So I'm not going to do that. You're just going to have to take my word for it. It's a pretty big size baby blanket. If you guys have seen any of the baby blankets that I, randomly send out to TTCers on here, it is one of the hexagon. I always get that mixed up. Hexagon is 6, octagon is 8. Octagon shaped baby blankets that I have done before. And I had 2 other blankets started and not finished. And they needed borders. I finished those. Again, I can't show them to you because they're Christmas presents for people that are more than likely watching also. So I did do more than those dishcloths. I just can't show it to you. Anyhow, that's it. That's all I have for you. And if December does not get the best of me and I am able to make that infinity scarf or make something with this yarn, I will definitely show it to you guys. And I may actually make this scarf. It's kind of cool. That scarf, green. What do you think? Let me know below. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.